Welcome to the Live Your Dreams podcast with Maurice McKissick, where success leaves clues and someone has your answer. Today we're going to be talking about time. And before we get started, I wanted to just make a quick statement. Next episode, this is episode number 5. Mo, can you believe episode number 5 already? Mm-hmm. Next episode number 6, my wife will be joining me. We'll be talking about mental health. But let's get into episode number 5, which is time. And as always, let's start with the quote. And the quote, "The first hour of the morning is the rudder of the day." That's by Henry Ward Beecher. That's a really good quote. The first hour of the day. We have to make sure that we protect our day with the first hour. I mean, that really is a good way to look at it when you talk about time. Let's define time. What is time? I mean, we talk about time all the time. You hear time management. You hear time this. But what is time? Now, I'm going to define it 2 ways. I'm going to define it in a noun and then also a verb. In a noun, time, the indefinite, continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future, regarded as a whole. That's a noun. Now, let me define it with a verb. Plan, schedule, or arrange when something should happen or be done. Now, that's the time we talk about, the planning piece of time. Now, when you think of time, how do you live your dreams when you talk about time? Now, time is important. I read so many books where they say, hey, we all have enough time to make ourselves a millionaire over and over and over again. So you got to watch how you spend your time. But some ways I manage my time. This is my actual wallet. But inside, and I'm a dinosaur, so some of the things I do may be irrelevant, but some habits are hard to die. I do still keep index cards in my wallet where I put down how I spend my time and also how I spend my money, believe it or not. And I know there's technology now, but again, I'm a dinosaur. I do things the old way. Also, this was a gift. This is a 2022 planner. Someone gave me this, but every day I do write something in here, and it goes all the way to 2023 January. These planners work really well if you want to see it, because some people are visual, believe it or not. I mean, now you can put it in your phone, you can do all types of things. But I got this habit of planning. I picked this up from Franklin Covey, and I looked in this Franklin Covey. The notes that I have in here are from 2012. And Franklin Covey was the individual who wrote the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the things, every year I would go to the Franklin Covey store. I don't know if they still have a store. They had one in Annapolis, the one I used to go to. But every year I would buy different binders. And you would have, it was like a kit. When you go through the Franklin Covey workshop, they would give you a kit. They would give you a binder, and then they would give you a nice binder you carry around with you every day. And every year you would have to go and put your new sheets in it. These sheets are from 2012. And I went through that program probably had to be over 20 years ago. And every year I would go and get my new sheets for the year. So I've been in a lot of training courses when you talk about time with time management. This is one I went through a course, and this book was a part of the course. And this wasn't too long ago. This is a book. I don't know if you could get this off of Amazon. This was a course I took. But it was 105 Ways to Get More Done Every Day by David Catrell. I mean, really good book. It's a small book, and it actually starts off your, I guess, every second, every minute. I mean, how to plan. It really tells you how to really get detailed so that you don't waste your time. And believe it or not, time is what really, when you talk about living your dreams, time is really what makes it happen. And if you're not planning your day out or actually realizing how you're spending your time could just wipe away. And before you know it, your whole day is gone. And you're trying to figure out, where did my day go? But it's all about planning. And again, it may seem trivial, but me knowing what I'm going to do when I wake up in the morning, what I'm going to do the first half an hour, what I'm going to do the second hour, what I'm going to do the third hour, knowing how you're going to spend your day is how you live your dreams. Because you have to know exactly what you want. You have to know why you want it. And then you have to have a vehicle on how you're going to get there. But to do all that, you need to manage your time. It's a couple of ways that I manage my time. And also, one thing that my son showed me, I do use a lot of index cards. But, we have this computer, and he keeps telling me, hey, just use it, right? So going forward, I'm going to work hard to get away from these index cards and have all my notes inside the computer so that I could be, I guess, a little bit more relevant, if that's the word. But sometimes things work for you, and you just don't stop doing it. So, but I do have to get more relevant and use the computer with that. But here's a method, okay? When you talk about living your dreams, now this has worked wonders for me. And again, I'm not pushing anything on anyone, but for me, it has been very effective. The use of a vision board. I did my first vision board maybe when I was 22, 23. And I put what I wanted out of my life on my vision board. And I know two things that stuck out. I wanted to get a Dodge Caravan, and I wanted to get a brand new townhome. And within 5 years, I had everything on that board. It was like, I don't know, manna from the sky. I don't know how it worked. It just works. And you put that vision board on, and I would look at it every day. And T and I, we had our first apartment with a 1-bedroom. Then we had a 2-bedroom in District Heights. And that's when I put it up on the wall. And we did another stop before I got the townhouse. We went to Northampton, I think, the apartment buildings. And there, I could have stopped there, and I was ultimately successful. I was like George Jefferson, and she was Wheezy when we went out Northampton. We were living on top of the world. I thought I arrived. But still, I kept the vision board, and I would look at it every day. And when we purchased our first home, that brand new townhome, and had the minivan right outside, it was unbelievable because that was the first time my dreams came true. And that was the first time that something happened for me that I planned out. So what did I do? I did another vision board. And that's when I kind of upped the ante. Things I thought I would never have started to come true. That's when I started putting dream vacations and, luxury things on this vision board. And it started to come true. And now I'm going to do a vision board where now I'm going to take the limits off. Because one thing I would advise when you do your vision board, stretch your imagination. Because it will come true. The only thing I wish I would have done with the first 2 vision boards that I did was think bigger. Because everything came true. So the key is, don't limit yourself when you think of these vision boards. Let your imagination go. Because it's possible. You can truly live your dream. Time is the number one thing you have to manage to live your dream. So with the vision board, what you want to do, you want to dream like you've never dreamed before. You have to trust me. Now, if you don't trust anything I say, you have to trust me on this. Let your imagination go wild. Because I don't know how it happens, but it does come true. Let your imagination go wild. Get pictures. Put the pictures on your vision board. Put blank checks on how much you want to write a check for yourself. Let your imagination go and get your vision board. Look at it in the morning. Look at it in the evening. Look at it before you go to bed. Just constantly get that vision board and look at it. It works, but you have to work it. You have to get a vision board. You have to let your imagination go. That's how you manage your time, because you have a dream. It wakes you up in the morning. You want to get up because you know that you're going after something. You become alive. And the key to success is enjoying the journey. It's not the destination. I went a lot of incredible places, and I get more excited preparing to go, getting ready to go. Because once you're there, you're there. But it's the journey on getting there that you really enjoy, because you have so many expectations and you're excited about it. It's the journey. Get your vision board. Dust all of your dreams off. Let your imagination go. Put it, as they say, write the vision. Make it plain. It is truly possible to live your dreams. I am living proof of it. It's possible. But you have to do what it takes to get there. And with the vision board, what you want to do is get some time just for yourself. Go to a place where it's completely quiet, where it's just you. Get every idea you ever had in your mind. It was there for a reason. And write it down. Start to get pictures that resemble the ideas and goals and dreams that you have. Look at it in the morning. Look at it in the evening. Look at it before you go to bed. You have to become obsessed with this. Because look at it this way. Not living your dreams is selfish. Because think of it this way. If you don't live your dreams, who are you going to help? You want to help somebody. The way you can help somebody is to live your dreams so that you have the resources to help somebody. So not going after your dreams is selfish. Because you have an idea and you won't bring it into fruition. Your idea can help someone. Your idea could save someone's life. So what I'm encouraging you to do, get somewhere, get all of your ideas, all of your dreams, write them down, bring them out, dust them off. It's time. There will be no better time than right now. There is no perfect time. Trust me, I waited. There never was a perfect time. The only perfect time is now. We could say, hey, I'll wait till the kids get out of the house. I'll wait till I have kids. There is no perfect time but now. All you have is now. Tomorrow's not promised. That's time. Now, I know, again, I'm laughing at myself that I do these little small things, but I would rather laugh at myself for doing some things that's just so outdated than to waste my time. Let me share a funny story with you. When T and I first started, I was working hard to change my life. And I remember I was talking to one of my mentors, and I was in school at the time. I said, well, once I get out of school, I'll start having children. And my mentor laughed at me. He said, there's no perfect plan. The only thing about life is that it's unpredictable. So if you're waiting for something to happen, for something else to happen, you're going to be waiting forever. Because there will never be a perfect time. And luckily, I found that answer out early. But now I'm finding out as I get older and mature, I'm learning an even deeper lesson. That you don't have to put limits on your dreams. That you can think bigger. That it's possible for the unbelievable to really come true. So now with time, you want to make sure you secure it. And again, although I'm outdated, I make sure every minute is calculated. It's accounted for. And even with my money, I make sure, I can look in here and see how I'm going to spend every dollar. One thing I learned with time and money, and you can believe me, don't believe me, But you can't trust nobody with your time or your money. You just can't. Even though somebody can be as sincere as you believe they can be. It could be your spouse. It could be anyone. And this is for me. And again, I'm just telling you, this is Live Your Dreams. This is helping you by being very transparent. But I have learned, when it comes to your time and your money, you cannot trust anyone with it. You are responsible for your time and you are responsible for your money. And that's what I learned. That's why I do these little silly things that may be silly, but for me, it has worked wonders for me. Whether you do it on the computer, your phone, wherever you do it. But somehow you have to manage your time. Somehow, some way, you have to manage your money. So always remember that. And this is Live Your Dreams. And we'll keep talking about this. Because again, I want to wake somebody up. Because again, as I wake you up, I'm waking up. And I'm telling you, I'm loving what I'm seeing. And it's just going to get better and better and better. I'm not saying it's going to get easier, because life isn't easy. Life is hard. You have summer, spring, winter, fall every year. Summer comes, then fall comes, then winter comes, then spring comes. No matter how well you love spring, summer's coming. No matter how well you love summer, fall's coming. And if you know winter's coming, get a coat. Get a coat. It's coming. That's life. But you can still live your dreams. Now, next week, again, my wife is coming. And again, I can't even hold I'm not even qualified to be on the same platform as my wife. But she'll be here next week. And I am everything I am because of my wife. I mean, I have to say, if it wasn't for her, she stretched me beyond measure. Because remember, I told you, when I started out, all I wanted was an apartment and escort. And I would have been in heaven. But again, she stretched me and made me who I am today. And she'll be here next week. So I just want to close with a quote. Oh, man. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the palette. That's by Michael Schuler. I got to read that again. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. So where are you going to fly your plane to? Don't let it fly away. If a plane deviates just a little minute to the right, that could be the plane ending up in a different country. Just a little change from that pilot can make that plane go to a whole nother country. You have to watch everything. And again, I've been told, I've never worked in a casino, but they say casinos balance their books multiple times an hour. And I could be wrong. Maybe they don't. But I'm thinking if you're a casino, you watching the money. Okay, you got some type of detailed plan to watch your money. But again, watch it. And I've been making light of it, but this is a serious topic. I mean, time and money is something you definitely want to watch. But if you do, I'll see you. And yes, I do mean you. And I do mean you. You living your dream. Peace.